What's going on, guys? It is JSnake here, and today I am bringing you guys another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered video. So guys, before we get into the video, make sure you like the video and also make sure you are subscribed with post notifications on, because there are subscribers saying that they are not getting my videos in their sub boxes, and for a small YouTuber like me, I need all the support I can get. So make sure you guys are subscribed with post notifications on, so every time I do upload a video you will be notified. With that being said, guys, let's get into this video. So with all the talk and everything that's been recently going on with MW2 Remastered, there's a fairly large amount of people in the community that are actually not too excited for it, and they do have valid reason to not be excited for it. So basically what these people think is that MW2 Remastered is going to be ruined by Activision's modern strategies for their video games and how they kind of implement new things into them that aren't actually, I guess you could say, new. It's just kind of like a scummy business practice, and a lot of people think that's going to plague MW2 Remastered because this was a huge problem. It did plague MW1 Remastered. In Modern Warfare Remastered, we had supply drops, and that really turned a lot of people off to the game. And it's kind of sad because they literally added some cool stuff. They had, you know, the prop hunt game mode that came, and it was just little cool stuff like that, but it was being completely overshadowed by the supply drops that were added, and people were furious about this. People were pissed off. Nobody likes supply drops. This has been an issue since Advanced Warfare, once the supply drops actually were able to be purchased, advanced supply drops. And actually, I'm not sure how many of you guys actually remember this, but at the beginning of Advanced Warfare, supply drops were free. They were just earned in-game. You couldn't buy them. And it's kind of funny because, you know, Advanced Warfare was actually such a long time ago, but it really feels like we just got that game. I don't know, just something kind of weird. But yeah, at the beginning of Advanced Warfare, supply drops were free, so people were fine with them. Nobody really cared. They were just something you earned from leveling up and completing challenges in-game. But then they became monetized, and then there was weapon variants, and really the weapon variants were more powerful than the actual normal guns themselves, and that just really is when it all started. People got pissed about that. Then came Black Ops 3. They said it was only going to be cosmetics and nothing game changing, so it kind of, you know, got the community's trust back a little bit. Then guns and weapons started being added, and that's when it really started going downhill. Black Ops 3 was probably one of the worst games with supply drops. That was pretty bad, especially near the end when there was all those supply drop weapons that were actually added. There was a huge movement going on called the Black Market Blackout, which it didn't really do anything, but it was just crazy. Infinite Warfare was a little bit better, but still. And World War II, not too well, not too good. So that's really the issue, is the supply drops really turn a lot of people off. Even adding on to the supply drops, in Modern Warfare Remastered, they actually did change how the game worked. The spawns were changed, and you know, some people may say, oh, this was justified. The spawns were not too good in the original Modern Warfare, but if anything, they made it worse. They made the spawns worse. Enemy teams were spawning behind, you know, your team. It was just ridiculous. It was absolutely atrocious. People were getting pissed off. Trust me, guys, there's plenty of YouTube videos you guys can actually look up and just see this in action. And then the game is also plagued with some glitches, you know, such as the transparent smoke grenades, just stupid stuff like that. Footsteps being incredibly loud, even if you had dead silence on. And it was just crazy, you know. There was the flashbangs that you couldn't even hear them. Flashbangs showing hit markers, unlike in the original COD 4, C4s not sticking on helicopters, just stuff like that. So people really lost a lot of faith and trust in remastered games, and a lot of people actually don't even want to remaster. The main issue and the main problem that's really turning people off to this idea of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is the fact that Activision and the developers, whether it be Infinity Ward, Raven, Treyarch, etc., they're not very transparent with the community. For example, Black Ops 3. They never mentioned anything about supply drops being added. That was never part of their plan, and you know, they really never even mentioned anything about them at all. Like, it was just completely dark, and we didn't even know they were going to be in the game until it actually launched. Then, like you guys remember, they said it was only going to be cosmetics, and we found out that was a lie, because then they started adding in weapons and all this other stuff. which was ridiculous. That pissed off so many people. But enough talking about Black Ops 3, because Modern Warfare Remastered was advertised as a pure remaster, which essentially means just updated graphics and updated sounds and maybe some gameplay adjustments. It was not advertised to be a almost completely different game. It was very different in my opinion, and it was not advertised to have supply drops, which were never even mentioned. People, when they logged on and they saw the supply drop area in the menu, they were furious. People were pissed off, and that right there caused a lot of people, just right at the beginning of the game launching, before they even got in a multiplayer game, that just caused so many people to quit. And you know, they were rightfully so. They have a reason to. I would be angry too. For me, my Modern Warfare Remastered experience did not last too long, because probably only a couple weeks after the game launching, I was done with it and I stopped playing it. And you know, it's just stuff like this that really turns the community off, and that's why a ton of people are actually worried about a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Modern Warfare 2 being a ton of people's favorite game in the entire Call of Duty series, or just favorite game in general. They really don't want it ruined, and they really don't want to just see the downfall of Modern Warfare 2. Because back in its glory days, this game was incredibly fun, and they really don't want to see that change. And there's people just saying, don't remaster it, we'll just go back and play Modern Warfare 2, we don't want to remaster, because they really just don't want Modern Warfare 2's name to be crapped on, just like Modern Warfare 1's name was, and other Call of Duty titles. But that's really about it for this video, guys. I hope you guys can see where I'm coming from and understand what I'm talking about. If you don't, leave a comment with some questions and I will definitely answer them. But make sure you guys are subscribed and you did like the video. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.